Find the inverse of the function 3x minus 8. So how do we find the inverse? So first ato siyang i-rewrite. So you have function of x equals 3x minus 8. So the next step is atong ilisan kining fx og variable nga y. So y equals 3x minus 8. And then iswap nato ang places ang y og x. So instead of y, mahimo na siyang x. Then we have 3 instead of x, y. So 3y minus 8. And then we will solve for y. So first atong i-transpose ang 8 to the other side. So mahimo na ni siyang x plus 8 is equal to 3y. Then transpose na to ang 3 or ato siyang divide by 3 on both sides. So divide by 3. So mahitabo na niya, cancel out ang 3 sa right. Ang sa pikas mabilin x plus 8 over 3. Then ato siyang i-rearrange. Atong ibuta ang y variable sa left, then ang x sa right. So ang nabilin sa right is y, so ato ni siyang i-transpose the pikas. So y na lang ni y equals x plus 8 over 3. Then atong variable y ato ni siyang i-change into our symbol na to sa inverse function, which is f to the minus 1 x equals x plus 8 over 3. So kaning equation karon, this is now the inverse of the function 3x minus 8. So the inverse of the function 3x minus 8 is x plus 8 over 3. This time we will verify our answer if this is really the inverse of this function. So to verify, we'll take the function of the inverse, and then if it will equal to x, then our answer is correct. So what I mean is, you will take this function of the inverse function. So kinahanglan mo equal siya og x. So first atong i-rewrite ang atong ang original na to nga function. So bang atong original nga function is 3x minus 8. So 3x minus 8. And then instead of x, atong i-substitute ang inverse function. So kaning x plus 8 over 3. So ato ni siyang i-substitute kaning expression ari sa atong original nga function. So muna siya taking the inverse of the function. So we have 3 times x plus 8 over 3 minus 8. So kinahanglan mo equal no siya og x. So cancel out ang 3, ba? So 3 og 3 mo cancel out. So what we have here is x plus 8 minus 8 is equal to x. So 8 minus 8 plus 8 and minus 8, so cancel out. So we have x is equal to x. So we have now verified that the inverse of this function is x plus 8 over 3. So the inverse of 3x minus 8 is x plus 8 over 3. It is verified because when we take the atong gikuan ang function of the inverse, may equal siya og x. For our next example, so we'll find the inverse of the square root of 2x plus 1. So again, ato siyang i-rewrite. Function of x is equal to the square root of 2x plus 1. Then, ato na siyang i-replace og variable nga y. Y equals the square root of 2x plus 1. And then, atong iswap ang variable y og ang variable x. So, mahitabo, mahimulan ni siyang x equals the square root of 2y plus 1. Okay? Then, we will solve for y. So, to solve for y, ato sang kinahanglan atong ma-eliminate kining radical sign or kining square root. So, what we will do, ato siyang square both sides. Square ang both sides. Para ma-cancel out or kaning square root. So, we have x squared equals, so cancel ang square root o ang squared. So mabilin diri is 2y na lang plus 1. Then transpose ang 1. So we have x squared minus 1 equals 2y. Then atong i-divide both by 2. 2 para ma-cancel out ang 2. So cancel out ang 2, nabilin sa right is y. Ang sa left is x squared minus 1 over 2. Then ato siyang i-rearrange. Ang y variable is on the left and then ang x variable na sa right. So kaning y na lang ni siya nabilin dire, no? Kay kon na-cancel naman 2. And then kani siya nga expression atong ibutang sa right side. So we have x squared minus 1 over 2. Okay? And then, kaning y ato na siyang ilisa na sa atong symbol for inverse function. So, x squared minus 1 over 2. So the inverse of the function square root of 2x plus 1 is x squared minus 1 over 2. This time we will verify if our answer is correct. So again, let us take the function of the inverse. Atong i-check kung equal ba ni siya og x. So our original function is square root of 2x plus 1. Okay, then atong substitute ang atong instead of x kaninang expression sa or the inverse. So we have 2 times x squared minus 1 over 2 plus 1. Then square root. Atong i-check kung equal ba ni siya og x. So again, and 2 ug 2 will cancel out. So ang nabili na to is x squared minus 1 plus 1 equals x. So minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel out. Ang nabilan na ito is square root of x squared equals x. Square root of x squared is x. So we have verified that x equals x. So this is a verification nga kaning ang inverse sa square root of 2x plus 1 is x squared minus 1. So we verified that kani siya nga inverse is correct because during verification we solved or found out that mo equal siya x equals x. So the inverse of the function is equivalent to x. Okay, find the inverse of the function x squared plus 4. So again, ato siyang i-write function of x equals x squared plus 4. Then ato na siyang replace og variable nga y equals x squared plus 4. And then swap places, mo swap ang y ug x. So instead of y, mahimo na siyang x. Then instead of x squared, mahimo na siyang y squared plus 4. And then we will solve for y. So ato siyang i-transpose ang 4. So x minus 4 is equal to y squared. Then take the square root on both sides. So para ma-eliminate ning square dre, ato na siyang i-square root. Sa pikas pod ato siyang i-square root. Para ma-cancel out kaning or ma-eliminate na to ang y squared. So we have x square root of x minus 4 is equal to y. Then swap sides, ato siyang i-rearrange para ang y na nasa sa left. So y is equal to square root of x minus 4, or the inverse function is equal to x minus 4. So the square root of x minus 4, this is the inverse of x squared plus 4. Okay, let us verify. So for verification, kinahanglan nga ang the function of the inverse kinahanglan mo equal siya og x. So atong i-rewrite ang atong original nga function, x squared plus 4. Then atong i-substitute nato ang inverse niya. So instead of x, kaning yung inverse. So we have the square root of x minus 4. Then squared mo na isa because x is squared, so squared plus 4. Tanaw na to kung equal ba ni siya og x. So the square root and the square mo cancel out. So sa mabilin, we have x minus 4 plus 4 equals x. Then minus 4 and 4 will cancel out. So we have x equals x. So since ning equal man siya x equals x, it means our process or atong solution is correct. That the inverse of x squared minus 4 is the square root of x minus 4. Okay, this time we'll find the inverse of negative 3x over x plus 3. So ato siyang i-rewrite. The function of x is equal to negative 3x over x plus 3. Okay, so instead of function of x, ato siyang ilisan og variable nga y. So y is equal to minus 3x over x plus 3. And then atong iswap. Instead of y, variable x, and then instead of x, variable y. So mahimo ni siyang x is equal to negative 3y over y plus 3. So transpose this y plus 3 to the right side of the equation. Or ato siyang i-multiply tananog. Pariro siyang atong i-multiply tananog. Y plus 3 sa pikas po y plus 3. So cancel out 3 ang y plus 3. We have y plus 3 multiplied by x. So distribute. So we have x times y. We have xy plus 3 times x, we have 3x equals negative 3y. Okay? Then, atong i-transpose kaning negative 3y to the left. So, you have xy plus 3x plus 3y equals 0. And then atong i-factor out ang y. So y, so sa xy we have x, then sa 3x di mawala sa variable, so as is ng 3x. Dayong sa 3y we have plus 3. So as is na siyang plus 3x equals 0. Okay? So na-factor out na to ang y. So sa xy mo na siyang x na bilin. So x times y is xy, and then y times 3 mo na siyang 3y. Then ato ni siyang i-rearrange, atong i-transpose ang 3x to the right. So y times x plus 3 equals negative 3x. And then ang x plus 3 atong i-transpose to the right. So ato ni siyang i-divide og x plus 3, ganipod siya x plus 3. So cancel ang x plus 3. So y is equal to negative 3x over x plus 3. So atong inverse function is equal to negative 3x over x plus 3. So the inverse of minus 3x over x plus 3 is the same. Huh? So inverse niya is also negative 3x over x plus 3. So the inverse and the original function are the same. This time we will verify o insakto ba itong solution nga ang inverse sa negative 3x over x plus 3 is the same function minus 3x over x plus 3. So let us find the function of the inverse. So tanaw nato kung na function sa inverse we equal gyapon og x. So atong isulat ang original nga equation or in original nga function. So we have negative 3x over x plus 3, and then substitute the inverse function into this equation. So instead of x, kinin negative 3x plus negative 3x over x plus 3. Okay, so they have minus 3 times, so instead of x kani negative 3x over x plus 3, and then over x, so we have negative 3x over x plus 3, then we have plus 3. So tanaw na to kung mo equal din siya og x. Okay, so first atong i-simplify ang numerator. So may tabuan na itong numerator. Negative 3 times 3x. So we have 9x over x plus 3. So 9x over x plus 3. Sa atong denominator, ato na siyang kuhaan og least common denominator. So we have x plus 3. So x plus 3 divided by x plus 3, so we have 1 times negative 3x, so we have negative 3x. Then x plus 3, understood siya ka na denominator nga 1, so it is just x plus 3 multiplied by 3. So we have 3 times x plus 3 equals x. Okay. So ato siyang i-simplify. So simplified ng atong numerator nga 9x over x plus 3. Kari lang sa ubos, we have negative 3x plus 3x. 3 times x is 3x, and then 3 times 3 is 9. So plus 9 equals x. So minus 3x and 3x cancel out. Okay. So pero dapat na siya numerator dahil nga denominator nga x plus 3. Okay. So ang atong numerator is 9x over x plus 3. Denominator nato is 9 over x plus 3. Okay. So let's just continue. So this is now we have atong i-write sa we have 9x over x plus 3 over 9 over x plus 3. So this is equal to, or tanaw na to kung equal ba na siya x. So a fraction divided by a fraction, pwede na siya og, or ang rule ana na niya is 9x over x plus 3 ma-multiply na ni siya sa multiplied by the inverse of this one. So instead of denominator ng x plus 3, mahimo na siya numerator x plus 3 over 9 equals x. So cancel out ang x plus 3, then 3 po 9x divided by cancel po ng 9. So x is equal to x. So we have verified that the inverse of this function minus 3x over x plus 3 is also the same, minus 3x plus x plus 3. So this is now the process of verification. So gikan dire ato siya na simplify nga to x equals x.